Hi everyone, how are you? Today in my kitchen we are making pies. Now I have, this is actually just a classic mince and cheese pie, and in all my research you'll see I posed a question at the top of this post. Is this actually a classic Aussie meat pie or a Kiwi meat pie? So I want you all to weigh in on this debate so that I know what to call it in my forthcoming pie book. That I'll show you the ingredients. So I literally just lay it out here in front of me. I'm going to walk you through it one by one. So I just cut two onions, two white onions, and I have just sauteed them in a non-stick frying pan and a little bit of butter. Now, you can use whatever you like, but when I find I saute things, I tend to grab for my butter because I just love the flavour of it when mixed with garlic or with onion, etc. And the thing, when you cook with 4 or fewer ingredients, or those recipes got a couple, what you want to do is use every element available to you to maximize the flavor of what you're doing. Hi, everybody joining us. You've joined us today. Hello, Joey Morgan. Hope you're well down in South Australia. You are joining us today for a mince and cheese pie. And I'm asking you, is this an Aussie classic or a Kiwi classic? Because probably in my research today, more and more people suggesting it's a New Zealand classic as opposed to an Aussie one. So I've just, as I said, sauteed in butter in my non-stick frying pan 2 onions. Now I have got a ½ kilo of mince here. I'm just adding that. And what we want to do is just brown off our mince. So I'm going to stir it, spread it around the pan just so it covers the base and cooks a lot faster. So this joining me is probably going to take us about 7 minutes. So what I'm actually going to show you how to do here is create the classic mince filling for a mince and cheese pie. So it's going to take about 7 minutes, because then what we want to do once we've got it all together is reduce the heat and simmer it and give it time for it to kind of blend together and thicken. And then stage 2, I make my pies. That's a little whiles away though. So the hardest part of it all, obviously, is making the filling. You know, once you've got that, you're just encasing it in pastry, adding your cheese, lid on, and then in your pie machine. So we're just going to brown our mince, and I've used 2 onions and ½ kilo of mince. Now, beef mince, but I'm thinking perhaps if it was originally a Kiwi pie, it might have been lamb mince. I don't know. Is there anyone out there from New Zealand that can help us clear it up? Thank you. Hello to you. How are you? Hope everything's well down south. Karen Palecki, hello, darling. Hope you are well. Colleen Roberts, hope you are all well. Hope you're all well wherever you all are. Janice Damero, hello, how are you? I'm really well. Thank you so much for asking. Hope you are well. And you know what? Pies are just, I don't know, pies just bring us together, don't they? My boys love pies. So working on a book at the moment that I didn't have scheduled. It's a title that's been asked of me by my publishers / distributors, Simon & Schuster, that has been asked of them by some of the big department stores on the back of the phenomenon that is the $30 pie maker. So I have that, plus I also have a really lovely big sunbeam pie maker. I've got 3 teenage boys, and if I'm making a pie like this, I want a big pie. Otherwise, I've got to make too many of them. So whatever pie machine you have, but I'm going to show you in a second. So I sauteed my onions, they're nice and lucent. I'm just browning my mince, and it's browning really nicely, really quickly. So what I'm going to do to that, I'm going to season really well with cracked pepper, basically a ½ teaspoon both of cracked pepper and sea salt. So I've just got my pepper, trying to keep it away from the heat. There we are. Then I've got my salt. So I've got just some nice pink rock salt, and I'm going to season with that as well. We want to keep the opening of the salt away from the heat, because obviously that's what gets in there and crystallizes your salt. And then, while that's just a little bit longer, I am going to chop up, I want approximately 2 tablespoons of parsley. So I have just used my parsley from my garden. Come is, I've got a special visitor in my kitchen today, everybody. So our first day of homeschooling today. Everybody, this is Flinny. How are you? Good. That's a good. Say hello to everyone. Now, what's the first rule that we do when we enter the kitchen? We wash hands. Thank you, darling. Yes, we are. Guess what we're making, Flinny?
Another pie.
A pie, but guess what? It's a mince and cheese pie. Like how good sound. So I've got approximately, for a little bit of green, a little bit of flavour, 2 tablespoons of freshly chopped parsley. Can you smell that? That is just fresh, lovely. You could use dried parsley as well. So hi everybody joining us from wherever you are. I'm just going to walk you through how to make the filling for a classic mince and cheese pie. So sauteed the onions, browned the mince. So I'm just going to, that's what it all looks like at the moment. So not particularly pretty, but very, very easy to accomplish. So into that, what we want to do is add 1.5 cups approximately of beef stock. So we've got our onions, our mince. We seasoned salt and pepper. We've added our parsley. And now we've got our beef stock. So that's going to go in. Flinny, you want to come and stir? Oh, he's off. My help arrived and then it departed. Okay, so we're just going to give that a little stir. And then we're just going to reduce the heat. Oh, actually, I'm just going to let it bring to the boil, come to the boil a little bit. And then I'll show you. And then once done, while that's cooking away, I have got here 1 tablespoon of corn flour. 1 corn flour, that's a teaspoon. What I'm going to add to that, approximately 1 tablespoon of water, and I'm just going to stir it to create a nice thin paste, because that's what I'm going to use, a corn flour, simple flour paste to thicken my mince. So you could use plain flour as well, and I don't know how you're all got flour supplies wherever you are. But I made damper yesterday, and when I read back through all the comments, people were saying, I can't get flour, I can't get flour. I know with my local IGA here at Caloundra, because I shop there regularly, I know the manager, I've introduced myself to him. And, you know, if you can't get something and you tried and tried, just do the same. Go introduce yourself to the store manager or the duty manager, explain you shop there regularly, most of them, and that you can't get whatever it is you can't get. And most of them are really, really helpful. They're really good. So, all right, there we go. So that's, I brought that to a gentle boil. My onions, my mince, my parsley, and my beef stock. Smells good, actually. Smells beautiful. So what I'm going to do now, I'm going to pour in, and you can just see I've made a really thin corn flour paste, just with corn flour and water, 1 tablespoon each. And I am going to just reduce the heat down, down, down. And I am going to add this in and give it a little stir. Now this is what is going to thicken our lovely savoury mince. And while that thickens, I'm not going to keep you hanging on the line, but you can see straight away, I'll just, another minute and you'll be able to see how it started to thicken already. But what I'm going to do then, while that's, I'm going to reduce the heat and just let that simmer for around about 10 to 15 minutes. And then I'm going to prep my pie cases. So I'm using my big Sunbeam 4 pie maker machine because I want big pies. So I'll cut the bases. I'll use 3 sheets probably to make 6 to 8 pies. I'll do 8 bases and 8 lids. And then I'll put the base in. Each of the bases, I'll fill it, you know, nelly level with the meat, and then I'm going to top it with my tasty grated cheddar cheese. And I'll put my lid on, and I will see a little bit of salt and pepper on, and I will close, and I will cook for around about 7 minutes or until really nice and flaky on the outside. And that is a classic mince and cheese pie. Now, question, beautiful people, is it an Australian pie or a Kiwi pie? So the research I've done indicates probably more it is a New Zealand pie. You know, we're sort of more meat pie, chunky steak, aren't we? But anyway, I read it and I thought, oh my gosh, my boys are absolutely going to love this. So the onion, the minced parsley, and beef stock. I just thought, oh. Now, a little thing. If you make a pie mixture like that and it doesn't quite thicken enough, don't panic. Just make a little bit more corn flour paste and add it as well. It will thicken a little bit more. You can sort of see it's starting to thicken now as well. So let me just show you. Following us, we are making a savoury mince filling for a mince and cheese pie. So very, very simple, and I think will be very, very tasty. Lenora Dance, hello to you. Gillian Kenya, Kiwi, absolutely no doubt about it. Regina, looks like Murray Holzhauser, hiking. Julia Wadey, hello from South Australia, sounds yummy. Mara Savic, hi from Central Coast. Donna Miller, must be Kiwi. Us Aussies have peas with mince pie, ain't that the truth? Celeste Newman, Melbourne. Joey Morgan, isn't lamb and mint Aussie? Could very well be lamb and mint pies. That'd be beautiful too, especially with mashed potato on top. Peter Innes, hello from Darwin. Peter, how's everything going in Darwin? I know you closed your business as well. Tracy Ballard, Eva Holway, hello from Houston in Texas. Well, hello, Eva. Do you make pies in Houston, Texas? And if so, what do you put in them? Kayleen Jensen, all the way from Toowoomba. Lisa Evans, hello from Perth and WA. Wow, are you all homebound at the moment as well, like us? So what I'll do, I'm going to, as I said, let this simmer together for about 15 minutes. And then I will prep my pie maker. I will make it. I will cook it, cool it, and then I will cut it in half and I will snap a photo and put that at the top so that you all get the mince cheese pie looks like at the end of it. But anyway, just from what I can see of the 25 comments I've scrolled through, I've got 5 definitely. So I think in my forthcoming book, The Easiest Pie Cookbook Ever, this is going to be called Kiwi Pie. And beautiful people, wherever you are today, be kind, stay well, and above all, stay safe. Thanks so much for joining us. See you again tomorrow. Bye.